Hey Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading for the month of February. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I am from babycurltarot.com. I am a tarot and oracle reader as well as a root worker, and I'm here to serve you the tea on what you can expect to happen for you this February, where you're going to be focusing on what situations may come up. So we're going to go ahead and just get right on into it. First, I'm going to be looking at these tea leaf cards, and this is going to give us a little bit more of a clear picture of what situations could arise or what kind of people may be involved here with you. So let's go ahead and look at it. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Aquariuses for the month of February? Okay, that was fast. Let's take a look. So we have two cards. We have the Broom, new home, new attitude. Okay, some of you guys may be moving. Great. We also have the Hills, obstacles to overcome. Okay, so some obstacles, possibly if you are buying a home for the first time or you're looking for a new apartment, whatever, there may be some hiccups there, which is to be expected most of the time. There's nothing ever really truly goes smoothly in processes like these. So I think that's a pretty good clear picture about what we're going to be looking at for you guys here. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot cards. I am using the Divine Feminine Tarot this month, an absolutely beautiful deck. Also, Aquariuses, just a heads up, there's probably going to be a lot of noises. My complex is very busy today. I got the gardener going. I got people cleaning up this apartment next door. So if you see me start and stop the video here and there, I'm just cutting out for noise, okay? All right, Spirit, can you give us a little bit of info regarding this Broom and Hills situation for my Aquariuses for the month of February? What's going on here for my Aquariuses in the month of February? Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on, Aquariuses. We have, the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords reversed, and the 9 of Wands reversed, with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. All right, I love to see this so far. A lot of good things happening here. We have the King of Wands, someone who is taking leadership, who's taking an assertive direction and going after what it is they want. They have a vision, they know what they're looking for, and particularly in a new home, that's very, very good to have a clear idea of what it is that you want, what's going to fit your lifestyle, your needs. Do you need 2 bedrooms? Do you just need 1 bedroom? Do you need an office? Are you going to need extra closet space or storage space? Stuff like that. Now, the Page of Pentacles tells me that this is definitely in its beginning stages. Some of you guys may be looking into loans and getting your finances ready to go for this new purchase or new investment, whatever it is. Again, you don't have to be buying a home. You could be renting a home for the first time or renting an apartment for the first time even. And you're just making sure that all your finances are straight, your credit is straight, making sure that everything is lined up the way it needs to be. Now, what I am seeing here with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands reversed is you may have gone through this process before and it may not have gone very well, or it wasn't as successful as you had hoped it would be. So I do feel like there's a lot of kind of pain and possibly resentment, anger, bitterness, whatever, that is kind of being released in the process here, if it hasn't already been. I do get the feeling that you're working through it though, as this process goes. So you may have some hangups around certain things, or working with certain types of lenders, or doing certain types of loans, or working with certain types of management companies, real estate agents. I mean, the list could go on and on. Maybe you were burned by somebody that you thought had your best interest at heart, and you end up getting fucked over. I mean, plain and simple. So there could be a lot of defensiveness, there could be a lot of hesitation, a little bit of skepticism when it comes to working with certain people or going through certain processes. And I feel like that's all just kind of stemming from those past experiences again. So take what resonates here, but that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck is really, really cool to see. This means that you're going into it with a little bit clearer picture of what it is that you truly, truly need and what it is that you're exactly looking for. So you're following your intuition, you're following your gut feelings. You're like, okay, this feels right to me. It may not have everything I want, but for some reason I'm really drawn to this particular space for whatever reason. On the other hand, you may have things that look fantastic, but you're like, something just feels a little off. It almost feels too good to be true. Definitely listen to that intuition, listen to those nudges, because more than likely, I mean, 9 times out of 10, when I have those, I was usually right. I mean, your intuition, your gut feelings are there for a reason. So definitely listen to them, tune into that, and don't be afraid to walk away from something if it doesn't quite fit what you're looking for, or you feel like it could cause you some issues down the road. You don't want to get locked into something like a lease or a loan that could really bring you some issues later on. I want to go back to the King of Wands just really, really quick. This absolutely could represent you. The King of Wands typically is associated with fire signs, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could possibly also be working with an agent or a representative in some way that is a fire sign. They're very aggressive. They know exactly what needs to get done in order to get you exactly what it is that you want. This could also represent a partner. So maybe this is a husband, a wife, whoever, boyfriend, girlfriend, companion of some sort, however you like to address that in your life. This could also represent them in a way. So I'd kind of like to look at this King of Wands a little bit more just to see who this could be. Maybe that'll give you an idea of who could be coming into your life, or if they're already in your life and just pointing you in the right direction. Spirit, what messages do you have regarding this King of Wands? Can we clarify who this King of Wands is? Let's take a look. 7 of Wands, more fire energy. 7 of Cups, okay. 3 sevens, 7 of Swords reversed, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so we have air energy with the swords, we have more fire energy with the wands, and we have water energy with the cups. Let's see, so 7 of Wands is Leo, 7 of Cups is Scorpio, 7 of Swords is Aquarius, 5 of Swords is also Aquarius. So here you are represented with the 5 and 7 of Swords. And then we have a Leo again here with the 7 of Wands. So this very well could be a Leo. We do have the Lion in this card, so that pushes me to believe that maybe you're working with a Leo, or maybe you're involved with a Leo somehow throughout this process. What I'm really enjoying here is the 7 of Wands and 7 of Cups together, and the 7 of Swords reversed. And for a lot of readers, when you see a bunch of 7s, it can be a little bit of a troubling thing. But what I'm actually seeing here is that whoever it is that you're working with really knows what they're doing with the 7 of Wands. Like, they're really on top of their stuff. They're gonna be prepared for, you know, things that may seem a little how can I put this? Confusing, or you're not quite sure where to go next or how to move forward or whether this is a good decision for you. It feels like whoever this is, and again, this could be you, it doesn't have to be somebody else, but I am getting the feeling that whoever this is, they're prepared because they've done this before. They know exactly what to look for. And with the 7 of Swords in reversed, if there's any confusion surrounding something, or there's like tricky wording in a contract of some sort, or someone tries to be sneaky with their wording and how they describe things, this 7 of Wands is bringing out that 7 of Swords energy, that hidden information that people don't necessarily want to divulge and make themselves look bad. Okay, so say this is an apartment complex and they're like, oh yeah, everything's great, the pool's great, blah blah blah, but what they're not telling you is maybe there's a lot of theft that happens there, or there's a lot of parties that happens there. Your neighbors are all college students and they are just very loud, and there's a lot of complaints that happen there. Okay, so it feels like someone that you're working with, and maybe even you, is really prepared at looking at all of the information. They're seeing right through the BS. They're seeing right through it. And they're not afraid to talk about it. They're not afraid to bring it up. They're not afraid to ask those hard questions that they know somebody who wants to hold on to that information is not going to be able to get around. I love to see that. Okay, now this Page of Pentacles, we talked about you possibly getting your finances together, so I want to look into that a little bit more as well. Spirit, can we clarify the Page of Pentacles? Can you tell us a little bit more about this particular card, what it is they're experiencing for my Aquariuses? All right, let's see. Ace of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords, with the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So I feel like the obstacles to overcome could very well apply to this Page of Pentacles, just what I'm seeing in the cards here. With the Ace of Swords reversed, it feels like there's things that you never really considered, or things that you just never really wanted to talk about or, you know, take care of that may have happened in the past, and now it's bringing those situations up, and now they have to be addressed in order for you to move forward. It can feel a little debilitating. It can feel kind of scary. It can feel like maybe it's not something that will ever get resolved with the 8 of Swords. But with the 4 of Swords, I think this is definitely a time for you to reflect and to do a little woo-saw here and there to kind of calm that energy down and remind yourself that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. But if you let yourself get overwhelmed and overstimulated mentally on how can I make this happen, or, you know, am I going to be able to make this happen, that can really kind of throw you over the edge. Now with the Devil here at the bottom of the deck, this can talk about anything that you're locked into in terms of a contract. So this could talk about maybe you have student loans that you're still tied to, and that's affecting your credit, or that's affecting your finances or your ability to get a loan. It could be a number of things. It could maybe be some credit card debt that you still haven't resolved. You know, maybe there's an issue with shopping that just, you know, you hadn't really dealt with, or it was years ago and you thought you had just left it in the past, but here it is showing up again, its ugly little head, and affecting you in this process. So I definitely see some things that need to be overcome. Again, we already talked about that here in the hills. But this is definitely a time for you to really reflect on how it is that you want to move forward and what those next steps are, because it is going to require action. The 8 of Swords is something you're going to have to break away from. You're going to have to release that stagnant feeling of it's never going to change, I'm never going to get through it. And you're really going to have to put in that work and that effort to do everything you can to correct whatever it is you need to in order to achieve what it is you want. Okay, I hope that's making sense. I hope that's resonating. All right, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I want to pull a few oracle cards just to get some additional information, some additional messages that can kind of help you through this point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and look into the Ancestor Spirit oracle cards. I have been loving this deck since I got it. And let's see if we can get some messages from your ancestors that can possibly help you through this process. Spirit, any additional messages for my Aquariuses as they move through February? Let's take a look. Okay, so what do we have? We have focus on children, pregnancy, birth, adoption. Okay, so maybe you have kids that you need to focus on as well. Maybe you need to focus on what their needs are in a home or a space. What's going to be the best school district for them? What's going to be, you know, the most safest neighborhood that you can find in your area? You're going to want to consider that heavily as well. Security and safety is always on our minds as parents, right? We also have respect your physical body, detox, rejuvenate, and relax. I definitely saw that in the 4 of Swords energy. You're going to want to take time out to give yourself a break and to rest, especially because if this is a stressful situation for you in terms of your finances and trying to move through this process, if this is stressful for you, you're definitely going to want to find time to rest and kind of rejuvenate. So don't be afraid to do that. If you feel like things are getting to be too much, take a day or two and just breathe. Just reconnect with your body and kind of calm your nervous system down. That will help you out a lot in this process. We also have find your voice, express yourself, open up, and sing out. Yeah, that's definitely King of Wands energy. That speaking up when you see things that don't really make sense, when you see that confusion, or you see that someone is not completely being upfront about something. Don't be afraid to say something. Don't be afraid to speak out. Don't be afraid to ask the questions, because that's really going to help you in terms of getting what it is you really need and avoiding the things that you don't want. At the bottom of the deck, we have enjoy music, instruments, sound, and tone. All right, for some of you, music can kind of help you through this process. Again, especially when it comes to respecting your physical body. Allowing you to relax and just enjoy reconnecting with yourself. And again, if you're a singer, or even if you're a singer and your voice isn't amazing, you can definitely sing, and that's going to help you open up that throat chakra. Okay, so don't be afraid to sing it out in the shower. Don't be afraid to sing it out in the car. Get that throat chakra activated so you can be confident when you speak to others or when you're asking questions. All right, let's go ahead and look at the final deck, which is going to be the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. Spirit, what final messages do you have for my Aquariuses for this month of February? Final messages for the month of February for my Aquariuses. What do we have? All right, speak your world into being. Absolutely. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Speak it into existence. It is coming. It is here. You've already received it. Okay? Just keep speaking that truth. Keep speaking that, that visualization out into the universe, and you will find exactly what it is that you're looking for, or it will find you. We also have new moon in Aries. Go for it. That's that leadership. That's that King of Wands again. That's that not being afraid to go after what it is you want and ask those hard-hitting questions. What else? Practice gratitude. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius. Practice gratitude, okay? Show gratitude to your ancestors, to the universe, for allowing you this opportunity to make your dreams come true, okay? Gratitude ends up attracting more of what it is that we want. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the full moon in Pisces. Forgive. Okay, that's that 10 of Wands, or I'm sorry, 10 of Swords reversed energy. It's time to let that go. That was a lesson that needed to be learned, and you've learned it. Okay, time to forgive, time to move on, because I promise you, if you can't move on and let that go, this process is going to be a little bit harder for you, and it's probably going to make it a little harder for others around you as well. So make sure, obviously, that you are asking those hard-hitting questions, but also don't be afraid to trust and let go as well. All right, Aquariuses, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Go ahead, leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I do monthly readings for all my signs, including monthly love readings, which will be coming up in a couple of weeks. If you want to check me out on Instagram and TikTok, please do so. I do some really fun things over there. And if you want to schedule a personal reading, you can always link up with me through my website, which is below in the description box. I hope you guys have a beautiful month, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.